You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry ChillyBoy Chilson, and this is our latest reaction to Hawkeye. Now, before we get into this episode, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. Now, of course, as always, I am joined by my lovely co-host for the series, Hannah. Hi, Hannah. How's it going? We're back for
Good.
week 2, but episode 3.
Yeah, halfway through the series.
After tonight, we're halfway done with Hawkeye. Oh, the Disney
Which
Plus
feels
series.
weird.
It
Because
does.
WandaVision, we got the first 2 episodes, but we had 9. So,
Yeah, we had 8 full weeks at least after getting the first 2 to have, 1 week take out a whole third of the series. Definitely does feel weird. So this has basically been, the Kate Bishop show featuring Clint Barton so far. We got introduced obviously to Kate and Haley Steinfeld in the role last week with our first 2 episodes. Got that jumpsuit mafia running around here. And, they're getting into some wishy-washy business. Her mama has a weird boyfriend whose uncle died. R.I.P. Unc. And then
every
we
time someone says Unk, it makes me think of Creed. That's all I think of.
well, then we also met our supposed possibly main villain of the series. Maybe not villain. Maybe we'll see where her character goes before she gets her own series.
Maybe daughter of Kingpin, adoptive daughter.
Miss Echo made her debut at the end of episode 2, and that is literally where we left off with both Kate and Clint tied on up with Miss Echo entering the scene. So let's go ahead and see where that leads us for episode number 3.
Come on.
You're Hawkeye.
I really hate that line delivery. Why did I keep showing it?
Another flashback.
Oh, this is Echo.
Yeah.
Girl, did you think they were already gonna show Wilson? I saw you.
I was secretly hoping this was like the only Wilson. They would just show him in this flashback and be like, oh, there you go.
It'd be that easy.
Does her real dad die?
I believe so. I don't know if I just need to cry or what, but that like made me emotional. Jesus. It's not the show, I'm just unstable. It happens every time there's like an actual emotional conversation in the MCU that's not landed with like a joke or it's like cut short.
Yeah.
Because we get them so little.
Infrequently, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, Hannah.
There's that was
I was like, all right, Anna, we did get it.
There's no way that wasn't. Oh my god.
That laugh.
I'm losing my fucking mind right now.
Oh, what a year for the deaf community in the MCU. And it's really cool to have like a kid in this, you know? I don't know, I feel like that feels special for little kids that might be into the MCU.
It also must be so cool. I mean, she has a prosthetic leg too, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's really cool to show on screen. And I know this is her first project, her first time acting too.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And she's native?
Yes.
I was gonna say, I presume with her father. Now, if I hear anybody say woke after we just said that in the comments, I'm watching.
These people are real. They exist. Jesus.
Once again, y'all can't pretend like this depiction of Echo is not comic accurate, y'all. Like, get over it. Ooh, this is what she wants your ass, Clint.
Oh no. Oh, I'm really gonna start crying.
Oh.
Oh. Jesus.
Clint, you done killed a whole lot of dangerous women's folks. Like,
dude, I'm literally crying.
oh.
Oh, that handprint is she has that handprint on her face in the comic book. Oh,
See,
the way
this is why
I've known her for 7 minutes and I already care more about her than like half of the MCU characters.
See, Clint, this is why everybody be turning on your ass. This is why we've been cheering for your downfall for a long time.
And that would make sense as to why he was murdered, why he would be after him, because he was working with Kingpin.
Yeah.
Involved in crime.
I mean, look on the bright side. You don't have to go see Imagine Dragons.
Ooh.
I love Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons stands and MCU stands are punching the air right now.
They're really mad at Kate Bishop now.
She's not Ronin. Look at her, she's 9. And so rotten. She beat up a few of my guys and then came running when you were.
Clint, you're kind of sick for that.
Oh.
Oh.
She said, I'm sick of the talk. Let me kill this girl.
I love Maya so much already. What an asshole. Why would he just leave her?
Bye, girl. Have fun.
I do love this tracksuit mafia. I think they're so funny. Especially watching them all like in a group right now with the fucking tracksuits on. It's so good. Oh my god. That was cool.
Oh.
I'm obsessed with her.
Oh.
Ooh.
Told you to get rid of that damn hearing aid.
Clint, that felt a little targeted to me.
Hey.
Ew. I'm glad we're actually seeing some cool archery stuff this episode.
Yeah. Why do they have this? Because they're in a, why are they in a KB toy?
Oh my god. For people who call themselves the tracksuit mafia, it seems on brand.
Fair enough.
This set piece is fucking sick.
Stupid. I mean, to be fair, Kate, that man right there did save your life. I mean, she was gonna kill your ass until he put her off. Okay, camera work.
I was gonna say, I wish they wouldn't have shown this at Disney Plus Day. It's actually a really cool winner.
I'm glad I didn't watch that Disney Plus Day.
Oh, okay. I've seen this.
I will say, I know it's not really in their control, but I wish it looked more Christmassy outside with this like music going over this set piece.
Yeah. I think this probably would have been cool to shoot at night and have like lights around the...
Like, could we add a little bit of fake snow somewhere?
I do really like the way this is shot, though. Oh,
What the hell is that?
that's CG though.
Does Clint make his own arrows?
Hmm?
Is he the tech person behind creating his
Oh.
own arrows?
Stark probably created them for him.
You know, like everything else in the MCU.
Yeah.
It is the MCU after all.
I wish that smoke wasn't CG.
Yeah. A lot of the CG on these trick arrows was a little spotty.
There might not have been a way for them to do it practically, but
Oh, that one says Pim.
oh, Pim, yeah. Oh, that's why it says Pim. Oh,
there
wow.
we go.
Oh, that's why they were both holding on to the thing. Ever since the trailer released, I've been wondering that. Why they were both holding on to it. That was a really fun sequence. I like that a lot. This episode's already working a lot better for me than the first two.
The needle drop is a little weird, but
Yeah.
It might be a little delay, but it's kind of a bad connection.
Oh.
You're bored. I love you. I love you more. Goodbye.
That whole conversation just made me like Clint more than I ever have.
it was like the best sequence he's had in the entire MCU.
Like, that was incredible. Doesn't it like make you mad to see like how much missed potential there was in like the movies to be explored with these other characters, like seeing them in different formats?
Trust a bro.
Was that the name of the moving company?
Yes, that was the name of the movie company.
Uncle? I think this it like makes it hit more because you know that she lost her father like as an adult. So
Yeah.
it's pretty it seems like it's pretty fresh to her.
Block. Delete.
I mean, he's valid for that.
You're the doctor, right? Better than anything we did in the middle of that crazy battle.
Kate is so me. Just can't shut up.
Picture this. In purple.
Oh wow.
Not the comics costume.
You can't say who Ronan is because it's someone close to you, isn't it?
I forgot that
Your job to keep their secret.
she didn't know that he was Ronan.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that my mom might be marrying a murderer.
Nobody knows that.
As far as I'm concerned, we're in this together. I need you to get that. My mom canceled my credit card. Between Maya and the Hawkeye who spoke sign language, or was it just me?
His name's Kazi.
She's so real.
They started small, but grew. There's the guy at the top. He'll do anything to grow the operation.
The guy at the top.
Someone you don't want to mess with.
There's obviously
Oop.
bad blood with Ronan. Which is why you should never get involved in organized crime. At the auction that night, and yesterday he offered me a butterscotch.
Has she been wearing a lace this whole time? No, the only reason why I ask is because this is the first time I've noticed it, and if she is wearing a lace only in that scene, then that was definitely a reshoot.
Hannah said, "Beesh, I clocked it."
It doesn't look like she's wearing a lace in the other shots. Now I'm be on the look for it.
Tickly studying
I
that
don't think
goddamn
that she's
hairline.
been wearing a lace this whole time. Either I just clocked a reshoot or I just really haven't noticed that she's been wearing a lace. She's literally not wearing a lace. That was definitely a reshoot. Someone just opened the door. Who's snooping around?
Nope.
Oh.
Every time.
Flew.
I mean, that is the one thing I have to give this series. These episodes are flying.
And
Like
they're full-length episodes.
Yeah, every single episode has just been like, whoa, that was the full thing? Okay. That did not feel like it. Okay.
20-minute bullshit like WandaVision.
Yeah. I mean, that's my biggest positive on the series so far is it's making 40-minute episodes fly like that. So it must be doing something. I think I agree with you. I think this was my favorite episode so far, for sure.
Oh yeah.
That opening set piece was a lot of fun. Like it was a good mixture. But we got some good Archer stuff finally, because we're dealing with two Archers here.
Yes.
But some fun kind of sight gags, varying degrees of okay CGI. But it was particularly like the more hand-to-hand stuff in the warehouse I thought was a lot of fun as they were kind of fighting their way out. Once they got to the car, it was actually fun too. Part of it actually reminded me of one of the shots from Daredevil. It's been getting a lot of comparison to Daredevil.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
one shot in the car harkened me back to one of the few episodes of Daredevil I've seen. But I thought it was really cool. Actually, I thought the camera work in general was really good this episode.
It's been really good. The all 3 episodes. I just think that when it gets into the editing room, it's not great.
Now, if I had known people had seen this episode and talked about, how revolutionary Clint is, I would have been like, I could see it at least where they were coming from. Because we heard a lot of that just off of the first 2 episodes. And I was like, I don't really know what y'all are seeing or what you're talking about. He's a side character and we haven't really explored anything. This episode, I liked that we peeled back some of those outer layers on him just in general. So we didn't need a lot of explanation type of exploration of him. But
I
how
think
did you
we
feel
needed
about this?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we needed an episode where he shined, because it kind of has been like the Kate Bishop show, and it seems like she definitely took a step back this episode, and this was all about Clint. We got to see him do some really cool stuff and actually fight this episode, because we've only been seeing Kate get into the action, so we actually got to see some action from him, and then also like that phone conversations with his son is like the most like emotionally pungent thing. Including him in the MCU. I mean, it's like literally just that short conversation has made me like him more than I ever have.
Yeah.
So
no, I agree. I think the other moment that obviously made you feel a little bit for his family was the beginning of Endgame, when they just disappeared before his eyes. But it didn't give us any sort of connection, because you're going to feel bad for literally anyone who watches their family just disappear before their eyes as they turn their back. This was kind of that moment that was like, oh, okay, we're finally seeing some human connection with him outside of Natasha. She's the only one he's ever had any sort of connection with at all, really, in the entire series. He gets like a tiny bit with Wanda at the end, because he's kind of the reason her brother's dead. I mean, at this point, we're like, okay, Clint, this is now three women you've wronged in a way. You got Wanda's brother killed. You didn't get Natasha killed. We still be looking at it. We right there. Whenever your comes in, we understand her. And now, Miss Echo, you killed her father. So we got.
You've wronged 3 women.
3 strong, badass women have been wronged, Clint.
I'm
And
sick.
we're gonna need some answers. But
Oh man.
at least you had a one little instance to warm us to you a little bit, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna once Yelena shows up, you're gonna need us to warm to you some way, somehow. Um, but yeah, anything else stick out for you this episode?
Miss Maya. Oh my god, I love her. She's insane. I wish that she was in the episode more, actually. Because I love that opening so much, and she was a huge part of why I love that opening so much. And obviously, when the actual opening of the episode, I got really emotional. Yeah, I think she's great. I'm so excited to see her moving forward.
The
And
little girl
then,
actress was so good.
oh yeah, I was gonna say, and of course, we got that little tease.
I know. See, Hannah was making fun of me, thinking that we didn't full on see him, but
No, but there's
at the very least, they dubbed Vincent D'Onofrio's voice in, because that was for sure his voice.
I was gonna say it's definitely his voice, and there's no way that that's anybody else. Who else is like that large? Like,
Yeah, no, it was him.
and they kept talking about a bigger head and an uncle. I'm like, they're
Nabish.
they're not being subtle.
If we never see him again, Hannah, for the rest of the series.
Oh my god! Can you imagine if they're like, you have to wait till Echo?
You gotta wait till her series, and then we'll get to the head of all of this in her own series.
Sick.
I mean, yeah, because we didn't even get a name drop or nothing. It was literally, if you know, you know, but we moving along, like we're keeping it pushing.
And honestly, I do, to us, because we've watched Daredevil, which I think a lot of people don't realize how most MCU fans haven't watched Daredevil, like just movie MCU fans, right? And they're very new to the shows, obviously, because these shows just started this year. But it's like, I've talked to so many people who love the MCU and they haven't seen Daredevil. I mean, Larry is a perfect example of that. He just started watching it. I'm sure that a lot of people are watching this episode like, ooh, who are they talking about?
Yeah.
And it's not super obvious to them, which, it's super obvious to us, and it's like, oh, it's not subtle at all or anything. I'm not complaining about it, but
yeah, I think you're definitely right. I think there's a lot of people who just are, fans of the movies and just got into these series with WandaVision.
A lot of people aren't even watching these series, so
yeah, that's true too. The numbers came in. It is the lowest, but it was just behind WandaVision. It didn't.
Yeah, and WandaVision picked up a lot of.
Yeah, it's picked up a lot of steam throughout. Loki, I didn't realize was so far ahead of the pack in viewership.
I know, right?
I was like, oh damn,
Loki
like smoked y'all.
People talked about it every week.
I mean, I think that's still what made WandaVision so special. Like all this time later, is it had lower viewership than Falcon and Winter Soldier, even at the beginning, at least. I'm not sure about the later numbers, but after that first week with those first 2 episodes, I would have never guessed, because I mean, every week everyone was just talking when it came to WandaVision. And
I think
even Loki,
that because of mystery, though. I mean,
no, for sure.
Loki and this show obviously have traces of mystery, but that's not like the whole kind of plot of it. And WandaVision was through and through a mystery. Yeah. So I think the reason why it created so much traction was because you could theorize like crazy, and nothing seemed like out of the question.
I will say the moments that made big splashes. See, and I do think that's what hurt. I know casuals watched it a lot more, but Falcon and Winter Soldier didn't really have that moment. The closest thing to that moment was like his suit reveal. Like the big moment there. Loki had a ton of like random memeable type of moments that really took off. Like obviously the entire Loki's variant episode was just madness, and everyone just lived. And then even the finale, for being as slow as it was, I think obviously had such huge ramifications that it's still being talked about, that Loki finale. And that's the other thing with Wanda is, like a sitcom, it had so much in there outside of that mystery that just won't die either. Like the Halloween episode, so the Halloween costumes and those references. Agatha all along, it had a song that just like absolutely puts it in there. So it just has these weird moments. So I think that that's definitely key for these
WandaVision
series.
had more time to pick up steam too.
Had a full,
you
like we
know.
said, 8 weeks
Yeah.
compared to the other ones that had 6, and this one that has 5. But it's gonna maybe have a very large film tie-in to help propel it, help lift it.
I think that we're gonna get Kingpin next episode.
I mean, I agree with you at this point. We have to have him though. Like he's gonna show up.
It was too heavily like in this episode's DNA. I know like we didn't like get a name drop or anything, but like it seemed like every few minutes we were mentioning like the uncle, someone higher up, stuff like we even saw like the hand and stuff like that. So if we don't get him next episode, I'd be very surprised. I think at the least we'll get him in the post-credit scene of next episode.
So because it's pulling what the other MCU shows have pulled of like no credit, but the last couple will start adding.
Yeah, even Loki did the same thing.
So pretty much I think all of them, right, have done it. I am still struggling to see where Yelena fits in. I'm just not seeing how are they gonna put her in here without making her feel unnecessary, like an unnecessary force into the last few episodes, because that's kind of what it's looking like is going to happen to her to me, because we have this whole plot set up. We're still going to have a Kingpin presumably coming in, and that'll present something.
I don't even think it's an if at this point.
I mean, just allegedly, whatever. But and we have to deal with this. I guess that worries me. Falcon and Winter Soldier did it a lot earlier, though. It diverged into these weird paths that made coming together by the end very.
But I feel like Falcon Winter Soldier, there were things that couldn't be wrapped up as easily. I was gonna say next episode I think it'd be pretty easy to wrap up the murder thing, because we obviously got that Jack tease at the end. So I think figuring out who did the uncle thing and maybe introducing Kingpin and having it like next episode be a explaining of like the operation and what's going on and stuff like that. I think that would be a really good opportunity to close that, and then maybe episode 5 introduce Yelena and then have her be a part of it somehow. I don't know.
I mean, is he going to be like, yay, we defeated the tracksuit mafia, and then Yelena shows up kind of thing before he gets to go home for Christmas? Maybe Yelena will join him at Christmas dinner after they make amends for fighting.
Maybe Julia Louis-Dreyfus is involved with Kingpin somehow.
Oh God, but yes, bring in Yelena. Don't even think about bringing in no goddamn Walker. Okay, listen. Julia, you have one person you can bring in around her right now. But it'll be interesting. I'm definitely interested. I thought this episode was just a lot more fun. I thought it just worked better, and in general, I wish. They can't really help the weather of the time. I mean, again, I live in freaking Denver, and it's like 60, about to be back into the 70s, and we're in December now. In Denver, Colorado, 70-degree weather in December is absolutely insane. So can't really be helped. But we were arguing with one of our friends about the Christmassy feel of it. The first 2 episodes had a little bit more. This one, they put in that music and they put in that tree farm, but it's like, wow, this is a barren ass Christmas. I'm gonna need some snow. I'm gonna need some more lights around here. Like, I'm gonna need some more flavor of Christmas if you're gonna be a Christmas show. You're trying to push it, but a little bit of Trans-Siberian Orchestra ain't gonna cut it, Hawkeye. All right, but that was our reaction and quick discussion for episode 3 of Hawkeye. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on all of my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. What did you think of episode 3? Is it a foregone conclusion? Kingpin is on the horizon? And without spoilers, if y'all are the little Reddit people, stay out the comments and don't comment. But if you're like us and you don't know what's going on, how do you think Yelena is going to be introduced? And when might that be? Let
I
us
wonder
know
if they're gonna
all of that.
introduce Yelena and Wilson in the same episode. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, let us know all your theories and opinions on the show in the comments down below, or you can hit either one of us up on Twitter. Hannah, do you want to let them know where to find you?
I ordered Tana on Twitter.
Perfect. And we will see you on the next one. Thanks so much for your continued support. Bye.